Hi guys, welcome back to Golden Reviewer. So here I have the Samsung Galaxy S22 and S22 Ultra. Okay, so both of them are the Snapdragon variant if you are curious. And today we are going to test the low light video recording capability of these two devices. Alright, let's go. Okay, so now I'm recording 4K 30 FPS from the front-facing camera of these two devices. Okay, and they look pretty similar to me, and I think both are quite nice, but this place is not particularly dark, right? Let's move to a darker place and see how they perform. Okay, so now this is really dark, and I think they are doing fine as well. You can still see my face, right? And if this is recorded on the iPhone, you won't be able to see much. So although they are pretty noisy, but at least you can still see something. Okay, now let's switch to the camera. Okay, now I'm recording 4K 30 FPS on the main camera, and this is really a very dark place, right? So yeah, I think both are doing okay. They are pretty noisy, but I think that's expected because the place is really dark. And to be honest, it looks that the S22 is actually slightly better, right? From what I can see from the viewfinder, it's a bit sharper and has better colors. This is actually quite surprising, right? Because the Ultra is supposed to be the best of the best, right? But it seems the S22 is actually doing quite well here. Okay, so let's move to a brighter place. Okay, to test out what you will normally have, right, during nighttime. So you are not constantly recording at completely dark places, right? And let's switch to ultra wide to take a look. So this is from the ultra wide of these two devices. I think they look pretty similar to me as well. Really not much difference. Even if we look at the sky, the bright areas, the dark areas, everything looks pretty similar. And now back to the main lens. Okay, the lens flare also pretty similar, maybe slightly better on S22. Okay, so yeah, this is actually quite surprising, and I think many of you didn't expect that to happen, right? The S22 actually records slightly better video than the S22 Ultra. That's very interesting. Okay, now I'm recording from the main lens. They look pretty similar to my eyes. Okay, now let's try the 3x zoom. Okay, both are using optical zoom. They both have 3x lens, and I think they are doing fine. Can't really see much difference as well. Okay, now let's try 10x, and that's where the Ultra should be much better, because on Ultra you are using optical zoom, well on S22 you can only use digital zoom. Okay, the difference is pretty obvious. Yeah, it's much sharper on Ultra, but you won't really use this that often. But I mean, it's a nice to have thing, right? So let's switch back to main lens, and yeah, So that's a quick comparison of the S22 and the S22 Ultra recording 4K 30 at low light condition, right? So to be honest, I think except that 10x zoom, there isn't really much of a difference. So you don't really need to worry about the camera performance if you are going for the S22 or Plus. The Ultra is really just for that extreme zoom, and if you don't need that, the S22 and Plus will do just fine. Okay, so thanks for watching, guys. See you next time. Oh yes, guys, I just thought of something. So a lot of you actually keep asking me to track 4K 60 FPS, even at low light conditions, right? So I think why not, right? It's a good idea to just try and let you see how it performs. So now I'm recording 4K 60 FPS, and in this mode you can't really switch lens while recording. So currently I'm recording on the main lens. Okay, I can see that the footage is a bit darker and a bit more noisy than the 4K 30 FPS. Okay, I'm not sure whether you noticed that. Yeah, so this is just a quick 4K 60 for those of you who have been asking me for this, right? So this is how 4K 60 performs on these two devices. Yeah, but personally I still feel that 4K 30 is more practical to use. But yeah, 60 is definitely more smooth. It's much smoother, right? Okay guys, so see you next time.